This is a 2015 model. Suzuki hasn't really made any changes since 2011, so this will apply from that year up until current. We will be referring to the service manual for this, and I'll link to the forum where I got this from. Everything you'll ever need will be in here. I will also just put some screenshots in the video of useful information and reference photos. I'm going to start with spark plugs because it doesn't need to be on the stand for this. You have to open the tank up first. It's actually pretty easy to do. First you have to take the seat off, obviously, and to do that you have to pop these off on each side. You basically just pull up around here, and yeah, I'll show you that now. So there's two Velcro pieces there. Basically goes on like this, so you pop the Velcro out like that, and then this clip here, which just slides in like that. So once it comes up, that'll come down, and then that just pops out of the rubber insert there. And then now we have access to the screws on each side for the seat. So that's the hinge there. Now there's space for it to come up. You just have to undo those two Allen bolts. So this is my setup. It's a bit dodgy, but it works. So if you're just doing a standard service, this is basically as far as you need to go.
The unknown feels like home. With every step I'm finding a place I've never known.
And now we just need to get the airbox out. These are the coils here. These are the tools that I will be using to get spark plugs out. And the spark plug socket size is a 5/8 or 16mm. So here's the spark plugs. The main thing is, I'll try and attach a photo, but the electrode tip, they're supposed to be square, and as they wear it kind of rounds off, and that's when they start losing performance. I have the new ones here. And with the ones with the crush washer like this, you basically want to put them in and then tighten them up by hand, just without the ratchet on it, just with the extension, until it kind of stops, and then put the ratchet on it and turn it a quarter of a turn. When you install the spark plugs, make sure to either put them in the, if you've got a spark plug socket with the rubber ring that kind of holds them in, and then lower them down gently. Don't drop them into the spark plug holes, or use like a claw hand thing like this. So I'll show you on this one. So it should be really easy to turn, and then it'll get to a point about, it'll kind of just feel like it stops. So we want to go hand tight. One will be the easiest to show, and you just want to go quarter turn. So here I have a OEM oil filter from Suzuki, a sump plug washer, and some oil. The brand doesn't really matter as long as it's decent quality and a 1040 weight and meets the either MA2 or MA standard. Another thing is to check the coolant level. You can see right just in there, there's cut out in a guard, and you can see the fluid level from there. You can do this without stands, but I'm going to be using them just because it makes everything else a lot easier and whatnot. I'll show you how these panel clips work. So, and then you just want to use something like this, works well, and just push down like this. Push them in, and they just come out like that. And then you reset them like that. Put them back in, and then push like. It's a little bit scary removing it. It does kind of feel like you're going to break it, because these bits kind of click out and this bit gets kind of stuck, but it's just a like an insert that goes into like a rubber piece. And then you got to take the little plastic clips out first as well, and that's just this plastic bit here from the inside. Right, rubber grease works best for this, but you can use the old oil if you don't have this. I'll put a little bit on the O-ring. And you want to make sure your sealing surface is nice and clean. The refill capacity is 2.5 litres for an oil and filter change. So I've put in just over 2 litres, and that's just at the full mark. You don't want to put all 2.5 litres in at once, because You never want to overfill your engines. Pretty much now you're going to put the cap back on, start it, run it for 10-20 seconds, then switch it back off and then recheck your level and then top it up from there. So I've put the rest of the oil in 2.5 litres and that's the level now. You want it to be between low and full, right in the middle. So I've removed the right hand fairings just so that I can inspect the coolant condition. If you need to top it up, you'll have to take this off to do that anyway.